Yo, what's up guys? My name is Shroompled, and this week I'm going to tell you guys 5 best piece control slash box fighting slash retakes that will just really help elevate your gameplay to the next level. If these do end up helping you, please do like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, and consider using code Shroompled in the item shop. It really helps me out, just SHROOMPLED. I'm not sure if it helps me out yet, but I'll get that sorted out soon. Anyway, let's hop right into this week's video. Alrighty guys, so into the first tip. This one's really useful if you're just chilling in your box, but there's a pesky, annoying opponent that's kind of just trying to get into the top of your box. You know what I mean? So this one's really useful when you're in that situation. So what you want to do, and I learned this from Jivin TV. I highly recommend his channel. He has some awesome tips and tricks. Anyway, so what you want to do here is edit out, place a ramp and a cone. You could do a floor and a cone, but that kind of just makes it slower. And by this point, your opponent will generally realize what is happening, but this is still a great move if you do it quick enough. Anyway, so then after that, you want to edit this up, place a wall, and then place a cone. And then what I like to do is just flick around and place a bunch of walls. So now that opponent that was just pressuring right here, they are full boxed. And if they're not full boxed, they're piece controlled. You know, you have an advantage over them in this fight. So then what I like to do is just, you know, go for a clicks peek or right hand peek, or you could even go out on the side. Just do that. But either way, this move will definitely, if you can do it quickly enough, it will definitely put the fight in your favor. Alrighty guys, so on to the next move. So this move is really useful if you have someone that's just pressuring from here. Not from like on top of your box, but just from here. Like if they're just, you know, pressuring like this, like just from the top, it's really useful. So what I like to do in that situation is if I have someone just pressuring from that, like that angle, is I like to double edit out, place a wall, and then just edit through that and place a cone. Now this might not fully piece control them, but usually it catches them off guard and it definitely gets them to back off, and you do have some piece control around them. So if you do act quick enough, you can definitely box them in or just take control of the fight. So it's still a great move till done. Alrighty guys, so on to the next move. So in my last piece control tips and tricks video, which was I think about 2 seasons ago, I said that if someone's just pressuring your wall, what you want to do is right hand peek and then put a cone over the head. Now this is still effective, however, a lot of people, a lot of good players have kind of adapted to this, and they've started just spraying kind of towards the back of the ramp with their gun. Or what they do is the second they see you make this right hand peek, they like to jump up and out of the way of the cone that you're gonna place. So to avoid that, what I like to do is I like to double edit over here, and then what you want to do is just place your little crosshair right above this wall right here, and the cone place. That way they're still coned, but they had no idea what you were gonna do, you know? Anyway, so that's a really useful move. Yeah, let's get on to the next one. Alrighty guys, so for the next move here, what you want to do is kind of just, let's say this is behind this wall, like in here. Let's say this is your opponent's box, right? So there's kind of 2 variants to this move. The first one is if you've ever seen European pros like Noah Rayleigh, what they like to do is they like to take a ramp or a cone. I prefer a cone because sometimes the ramp goes in sideways. And they like to just phase it into their opponent's box without really doing anything. Now this is a great move, and so what I like to do is I like to just phase it into their box. That way they feel uncomfortable, and then you can just kind of pre-box them because you can predict that they're going to go out the right or the left, and you pre-box them like that. However, I know for some of you guys, and even for me sometimes, that phase trick can kind of be inconsistent. So what I recommend to those of you who find that really inconsistent, because you don't want to just be up against your opponent's wall with your builds like that, right? You don't want to look like an idiot. So what I like to do in the situations where that trick is kind of inconsistent is I like to do a more classic. Don't do it normally. So of course you want to swing, pull out your gun, and then when you swing again, instead of taking the wall, place a ramp and then take the wall. And even if you don't get this wall right here, you still have the ramp in their box, and generally they usually feel really like claustrophobic, and they're like, oh shoot, my opponent has something in my box. And then from there you can generally just pre-box them like that, right? Or off the other side, right? I kind of just butchered those pre-boxes. But anyway, you get the point. It's still a really useful tip. So yeah. Alright, let's get on to the next one. Alrighty guys, so for this next trick, it's a piece control high ground retake that incorporates high walls. So what you want to do is you're just ramping up, right? You want to place a cone and a wall, edit that wall, do a side jump like this, but the second you're done with that, just flick all around high walls, and then you can have more piece control opportunities to cone off your opponent. So in full speed it would look like this. Anyway, you guys get the point, and hopefully these tips and tricks help you out a lot. Now let's roll the outro. Alrighty guys, so hopefully those tips and tricks helped you out and elevated your gameplay to the next level. If they did, please do comment down below what your favorite move is or what move helped you out a lot. Anyway, so before the video ends, once again, please do consider liking and subscribing. It helps me a lot, and it helps me grow my channel on YouTube. It kicks the algorithm up. Anyway, please do consider using code Shroompled in the item shop. And other than that, hopefully you guys have a fantastic day, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.